Assalamu alaikum. The third broadcast for today. As I was going through some of my questions in messages sent to the Facebook, I do check it maybe once in a week or maybe once in 2 weeks. And I must admit that, there are so many questions, I really can't answer them. This is besides the other issue of whilst I'm broadcasting, people are asking me questions. We're talking about questions which are sent to the website. Now, I have a team that does answer some of the questions, but, they can only handle so many of them. Anyway, as I have been through, and I answered a number of them, there's some questions there which are common questions asked every year concerning fasting. Things that people just can't seem to get a clear picture on, why they keep asking it over and over again. The first one I'm going to deal with, people asked about inhalers. A person who has asthma, they have asthma attacks. They have to put this inhaler, they press on it, goes into their lungs, and it opens up the lungs so they can breathe. You also have people who have sprays, you have allergies. This time of year, especially in North America, people are suffering from all kinds of allergies. So they have sprays which you spray up in your nostrils, whatever, to control the allergies. It goes into the lungs also, and it makes the membranes, which have become puffy, filled with liquid, causes your nose to run and all these kind of things to dry up. It kind of dries things up. So these kinds of sprays, etc., that people have to take. People wonder, does this break my fast? No, it doesn't. Remember, you're not supposed to eat or drink. Now, this spraying into your lungs, spraying into the membranes, this is not eating and drinking. Where eating and drinking can come in. Even people ask also about, blood tests. People are diabetic. They have to get their blood levels tested. So, they have to take their blood for the sugar levels. Now, again, yes, bleeding of a woman in her menses will break the fast. Any other kind of bleeding, it's not going to break the fast. You go to the dentist, he pulls out your tooth bled, your gums bled, it doesn't break your fast. You cut yourself on your arm, blood comes out, it doesn't break your fast. This is a misconception that people have, concern just anything of any blood. You squeeze a pimple and blood came, my fast is broken. No, this is nonsense. This is total nonsense. So just relax on these matters. All of this medical issues. Know that any of these things you take an injection in your arm. If that injection is feeding you, you have glucose, it's going into your veins, it's feeding your body, okay, that will break your fast. You get a vaccination. This isn't really feeding your body. It will not break your fast, vaccination. But one's going directly into your veins, putting, glucose into your veins, that's going to break your fast. So just try to get the feeling for these things. Also, people ask about brushing one's teeth, whether you're using a miswak or you're using a regular toothbrush with toothpaste. Can you do that in Ramadan? Yes, you can. You just don't swallow. Don't swallow the mixture of toothpaste and saliva, etc. Don't swallow it. Spit it out. Wash your mouth out. You are using the miswak. Some people turn the miswak into something they're sucking on all day. That's another situation. If you use it, as the Prophet ﷺ has said, to use it with every wudu, every salah, before every salah, he wanted to make it obligatory, to freshen the breath, of the believers as they come together in prayer. So this is not going to break your fast. Even a woman who's cooking, she's allowed to taste the food that she's cooking, so she'll know not to put too much salt or too much pepper or too much this or that. She's allowed to taste it, but don't swallow. You put it on your tongue, you get the taste of it, then you spit it out. So that doesn't break the fast. So, it's really things which are, you're eating, you're drinking, smoking, of course, smoking, which is haram anyway. You smoke, is going to break the fast. The other area, it's a bit strange. People have asked about feeding non-Muslims. Will that break the fast? I don't know where this is coming from, but I was asked this on more than one occasion. No, to feed a non-Muslim while you're fasting is sadaqah. It's a good deed. It adds to your scale of good deeds. So it doesn't in any way break your fast. The other area is for pregnant women, breastfeeding women. These questions always arise. They don't have to fast. If they're able to fast and they fast, it's better, but they don't have to fast. They can make up the missed days later on. Usually, again, women go from pregnancy to breastfeeding for 2 years. These things pile up. This is where the problem comes. That's why some scholars held that they don't have to make up those days that they fasted. If it becomes too much for you, you ask Allah to forgive you and carry on. What you can handle of the deen is what is required of you. As much as you can make up the days, you try to make them up. So these were the main questions that people are commonly asking, that I've seen in the messages which have been sent to me on Facebook. And as we go through the next few days, I'll try to compile some other ones that people may ask and try to clarify them for you, in a brief broadcast, brief presentation, inshallah. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Oh, okay. Somebody's sending me a question which I could read here. If we cut our hair, people make umrah during Ramadan, which involves cutting your hair. It doesn't break your fast. Okay? So don't worry about it. See people still writing and asking me, does brushing your teeth break your fast? I already addressed that. I think I'm going to have to stop at this point. Okay, somebody's asking, what about putting on lipstick? Well, if you're a man, you should not be doing that. A'udhu billah. For women, wearing lipstick, of course, it doesn't break your fast. However, if you have to make wudu and you have lipstick on, lipstick has to be removed because it's preventing water from getting to your skin. Just like nail polish, that should also be removed. Okay, let me just stop here. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.